Hello guys, welcome to today's class. In today's class, we'll be talking about methods to solve ordinary differential equation. In this, the last two methods are your Runge-Kutta third order method, which is also called as Runge's method. It is simply also called as Runge's method. If he simply says Runge's method, you have to apply the third order method, sir. It is basically the third order method. And if he's saying fourth order method or Runge-Kutta method, Runge-Kutta fourth order is simply sometimes called as Runge-Kutta fourth order method. Runge-Kutta fourth order. So if he is using Runge-Kutta, use fourth order. If he is simply using Runge's method, use third order. If he is using Runge's second order, that is modified Euler's method. First order is your Euler's method, right? So in all the problems, we know that we consider the differential equation as dy by dx is equal to some function of x comma y will be given to you, and initial condition will be yx0 is equal to y0 will be given to you, and they will ask you some say yx is equal to dash, and they will give say step size is equal to h. They will give you the step size is equal to h. So this is the information they will provide you, sir. Now if the information is this provided, then what is the algorithm to apply Runge-Kutta third order method? The Runge-Kutta third order method. See, sir. Here, see, sir, what we will do in Runge-Kutta third order method. Basically, y1 will be equal to y0 plus k, and what is this k will be equal to 1 by 6 times k1 plus 4k2 plus k3. And what will be k1, sir? Where k1 will be equal to h times f x0 comma y0, and k2 will be equal to h times f x0 plus h by 2 comma y0 plus k1 by 2, and k dash will be equal to h times f x0 plus h comma y0 plus k1. That is not k dash, that is k1, sir. And your k3 will be equal to h into f x0 plus h comma y0 plus k dash, right? So there's a easy way to remember, sir. See, what is the easy way to remember? Here you are getting highest power 4, so you'll get by 2 here only. You'll get by 2 here only, and whatever the latest value of k you are finding, that is used here. Whatever the latest value of k you are using, you'll use it here, and k1 dash is used here. The value of k2 whatever you are finding is basically used here, right? So this is only for what I have written, sir. Y1 I have written. Say if I want to write for y2. So if I want to write the same thing for y2, how will be y2, sir? Your y2 will be simply y0 plus k, sorry, y1 plus k. It will be simply y1 plus k. And what will be k value, sir? Again, that is, so weighted means 1 by 6 k1 plus 4 k2 plus k3. Then what will be k1, sir? Your k1 will be h times f. This is x not y naught, so you'll get x1 y1. And your k2 is what? Your k2 is h times f. Say x0 plus h by 2 is there, so it will become x1 plus h by 2 comma y1 plus k1 by 2. Similarly, what will be your k dash? Your k dash will be h times f x1 plus h comma y1 plus k1. Similarly, what will be your k3? Your k3 will be h times f x1 plus h comma y1 plus k dash, right? Simply replace your x0 y0 with x1 y1. You will get your iteration. So how many ever steps you want, you can calculate the steps like this. This is your Runge-Kutta third order method. Why is it called as third order method, sir? Because the value of k which you are using, In this, there are three terms. How many terms are there, sir? In this, three terms. And if you remember, modified Euler's method, whatever we used in modified Euler method, y1 was equal to what, sir? y0 plus h by 2 times fx0 y0 plus fx1 y1 predicted. Isn't it? This was corrected, right? So since two terms were getting used, that was called second order. Three terms are getting used, that is why it is called third order. Now next you see the Runge-Kutta fourth order method. In K you will be using four terms, right? So very good. Let me write the formula for Runge-Kutta fourth order method. If you want to see Runge-Kutta fourth order method, it will be very similar, sir. Runge-Kutta fourth order method. Same information will be given to you, sir. What is the information given to you be? The information given to you will be something like this. dy by dx will be equal to some function of x comma y, and the initial condition will be y of x0 be equal to y0, and what they will ask you, some y of x is equal to dash they will ask you, and they will give say step size of h. What will be the step size? H they will give you, sir, right? And now if you want to find y1, y1 will be y0 plus k. Now what is the k here? The k here will be 1 by 6 times k1 plus 2k2 plus 2k3 plus k4. What will be k1 value, sir? K1 will be h times f x naught, h times f x naught comma y naught, x naught comma y naught. Next, what will be k2, sir? Your k2 will be h times f x naught plus h by 2 comma y naught plus k1 by 2. Similarly, what will be your k3, sir? That will be h times f x naught plus h by 2 comma y naught plus k2 by 2. And what will be your k4? Your k4 will be h times f x naught plus h comma y naught plus k3, right? This will be the formula, sir. The easier way to remember is what? The easier way to remember is like this. Wherever you have 2, there you are getting divided by 2, divided by 2, divided by 2, divided by 2. And in the first one, there is no addition of any other term. And the last one, directly h and k3 will be added. And k1, whatever is found here, is used here. K2, whatever is found here, is used here. K3, whatever is found here, is used here. Right? So this is how you find y1. Say if you wanted to find y2, sir. Now if you want to find y2, that will be simply y1 plus k. What will be k value? K value will be 1 by 6 times k1 plus 2k2 plus 2k3 plus k4, isn't it? And what will be k1, sir? Your k1 will be h f x1 comma y1. And what will be k2? That will be h f x1 plus h by 2 comma y1 plus k1 divided by 2. Similarly, what will be your k3, sir? That will be h times f x1 plus h by 2 comma y1 plus k2 by 2. And what will be your k4? Your k4 will be h times f x1 plus h comma y1 plus k3. Simply same formula I have applied. Wherever I see x0, y0, I have replaced with it x1 and y1. See, sir, x0, x1, y0, y1, x0, x1, y0, y1. This is how you get after one step, another step is found, right? This is called fourth order method. because you have 4 terms inside this, right? So if you simply want, I can recollect all the methods, sir. Just as a revision, we can remember this. See, Euler's first order method. Euler's first order method. In Euler's first order method, what did we have, sir? We had two things. One is forward. The other was what? Backward. So see, sir, how was forward method and backward method? Let me write it fast. Here yn plus 1 was equal to yn plus h times xn comma yn. What was backward? Yn plus 1 is equal to yn plus h times fxn plus 1 comma yn plus 1. Right? These are what? First order. Why are they first order? Because with h only one term is there. Right? And what was Euler's second order, sir? What was Euler's second order? Euler's second order. Euler's second order method was also called as what, sir? Euler's second order method is basically Euler's second order method or Runge-Kutta second order method. This is also called as RK second order. RK second order or modified Euler. Modified Euler. Euler-Cauchy also you can call. Euler-Cauchy or improved Euler-Cauchy. There are a lot of names for this. Improved Euler-Cauchy or predictor corrector. Predictor corrector method, right? So all these names belong to this second one. In this, what we will do? In this, your y1p will be equal to y0 plus h times fx0 y0, and what will be y1c, sir? y1c will be equal to y0 plus h by 2 into fx0 comma y0 plus fx1 comma y1 predicted value. Now since this has two terms, that's why it is called as second order. It has only one term, so it is called as first order, right? Here this has three terms, k1, k2, k3, so it is called as third order. It has four terms, so it is called as fourth order, right? Now they will ask you the truncating error also. So let me call the truncating error here will be, the truncating error will be of order OH square, right? The truncating order here will be of OH cube. The truncating order here will be OH power 4. And the truncating order will be here OH power 5. See, sir, what is the meaning of this truncating order? Whenever you have this yfx comma, how do you expand a Taylor series, sir? In your Taylor series expansion, I will tell you how to remember this. In Taylor series expansion, say you have f of x plus a. How do you expand this? You expand it like, say you have a plus h. Say you have f of a plus h or x plus h, whatever you feel like you can write, sir. Say I am writing x plus h. So that will become what? That will become f of x plus h into f dash of x plus h square by 2 into f double dash of x 2 factorial plus h cube by 3 factorial into triple dash of x h power h square, so h power 4 by 4 factorial into fourth dash of x, and then so on, right? Now see, in the first order method, some constant plus h times some other term is taken, right? So what will be the truncating error? It will be from h square, the truncating error will come. Whereas here two terms are taken, sir. H into this and H into this. So two terms are taken. So this will become what, sir? This will become OH cube. The error will be of order H cube. Right? Truncating error means finishing error, sir. Here 4 terms are taken, 3 terms are taken, so h power 4 is the error. Here 4 terms are taken, so h power 5 is the error, sir. Right? So you can remember this like this. Now let us do a problem how to apply this kind of methods. Right? So let me take up a small problem, sir. Say I am asking you, given the differential equation dy by dx is equal to x square minus y, and the initial condition is, say, y of 0 is equal to 1. Initial condition is y of 0 is equal to 1. Then find y of 0.1, y of 0.2 using, say I am using both methods, sir. RK third order and say RK fourth order. Let me illustrate this with an example. So this is the question given to you, sir. Now let us try to solve this question. It's a very easy question, sir. We know the formulas, we just have to apply it. So solution. Let me first apply RK third order. Here you have to assume the step size is also given. H is 0.1, sir. Take your step size is equal to 0.1. Right? Now, if you are applying RK third order, let us write the given information. What will be f of x comma y? The f of x comma y will be x square minus y. Right? Next, what will be your x0? Your x0 is 0. What is your y0? Your y0 is 1. What is your h? Your h is 0.1. Now what I want, sir? I want y1, that should be equal to y0 plus k. Third order, so what will be k? K will be simply equal to 1 by 6 k1 plus 4 k3 4 k2 plus k3 4 k2 plus k3. See, sir, what will be k1? Your k1 will be simply h f of x0 comma y0. So if you substitute this, see what is that you are going to get? That will become 0.1 into what is x0 square? That is 0 square minus y0 square, that is 1. So that will become minus 0.1. Very good. Now let us see, sir, what will be your k2 becoming? Your k2 will be equal to h into f x naught plus h by 2 comma y naught plus k1 divided by 2. Right? So let us apply in this. These are what is that you are going to get. H is 0.1 and this will become what? F of what is your x naught 0? 0 plus 0.1 by 2 is 0.05 comma this is 1. What is your y naught, sir? Y naught is 1 and what is your k1? That is minus 0.1. So this will become 1 minus, so 0.95 it will become, sir. Right? Now if you substitute this will become 0.1 into 0.05 square minus, see, sir, what you will get? 0.95. So if I substitute this in calculator, see, sir, what I am going to get? You are going to get it as 0.05 square minus 0.95 into 0.1. That will be minus 0.09475. Right? Next, what will be your K3, sir? See, your K3 will be something like this, because I need to find K dash. So K dash will be h into f x naught plus h comma y naught plus k1. So what is h value? The h value is basically 0.1 into what is x naught, sir? 0. What is h? 0.1. So it will become 0.1 square. 0.1 square minus what is y naught? 1. What is k1, sir? What is this here? K1. This would be k1. So y naught k1 is how much? 0.1. So that is 1 minus 0.1 will be 0.9. So this will become 0.9. So if you calculate this, see sir, what will you get? You will get it as minus 0.089, right? Very good, sir. Next, let us find K3. See, sir, what will be K3? Now, the K3 will be equal to, see, sir, what will be K3? Your K3 will be equal to H times F x naught plus H, comma, y naught plus K dash, right? So, if we substitute this will become 0.1 into what is your x naught? 0. H is 0.1. So this will be 0.1 square minus what is y naught, sir? 1, and k dash is this. This is point. So that will be 1 minus 0.089. 1 minus 0.089. So see, if you calculate this, what will your K3 be? Your K3 will be something like this. 0.1 square minus 1 plus 0.089 into 0.1. That will become 0 point with a negative sign minus 0.0901, right? Now let us find the value of k. The value of k will be 1 by 6 times k1 plus 4k2 plus k3. So see sir, what will this happen if you substitute this? This will become 1 by 6 times. What is the k1 value you got? The k1 value is minus 0.1. Minus 0.1 plus 4 times, what is the k2 value we got, sir? Minus 0.9475. Minus 0.9475. Isn't it? 0 points. This we forgot a 0 here. So you can write it as 0.9475. 475. Plus what is the value of K3? That is minus 0.0901. So if you calculate this and then you calculate y1, that is y naught plus k, see sir, what you are going to get finally? That is basically minus 0.1 plus minus 0.09475 into 4 minus 0.0901 divided by 6. This is coming up to be some minus 0.09485. And what is my y naught? 1 minus answer. If I do 1 minus or 1 minus 0.09485, you will get it as 0.90515. 0.90515. Very good, sir. This is your y1. That means y of 0.1 value is how much, sir? 0.90515. Similarly, if you want to find y2, what you have to do, sir? With the same method, if you want to find point y2, if you want to find, see sir, y2 will be equal to y1 plus k. So we know what is k. So let us find k1 first. K1 will be what, sir? K1 will be, if you want, get used to the formula, sir. X1 comma Y1. So this is 0.1 into what is the X1 value? X0 plus H. So it will become 0.1 square. 0.1 square minus what is the Y1, isn't it? X square minus Y, and the Y1 is 0.90515. 0.90515. Very good. This will become what? See, sir, this will become 0.1 square minus 0.90515 into 0.1. So this will become minus 0.089515. All right. This is my K1. Let me find K2. If I want to find K2, see what is the formula for K2? That is H times f of x1 plus h by 2, comma y1 plus k1 divided by 2. So if you substitute that, it becomes 0.1 into what is x1? That is 0.1, isn't it? 0.1 plus 0.05. So 0.15 square minus y1 is how much? Y1 is 0.90515. 0.90515 minus this k1 by 2. So it will become minus 0.08915 divided by 2. This will become a bit tedious, sir. This is a textbook problem. So it is becoming like this. So see, sir, what will this become? It will become 0.51 square plus 0.089515 divided by 2 minus 0.90515 into 0.1. It will become minus 0.08378 is there. Let me write it as 8 only. Right? Next is your K dash. Next is what, sir? Next is your K dash. So see, how will I write K dash? Let me just move this aside. Yes, sir. So K dash will be something like this. K dash is equal to h into f x1 plus h, comma y1 plus k1. So that would be 0.1 into what is x1 value, sir? 0.1. 0.1 plus 0.1, that is 0.2 square minus what is y1 value? What did we get? Y1 0.90515. 0.90515. And what is the K1 we got here? Minus 0.08915. So see, sir, if you calculate this K dash, you will get K dash as 0.2 square plus 0.089515 minus 0.90515 into 0.1. You get it as minus 0.0775635. Right? Very good, sir. So see, sir, what will you get your K3 as? H into F x1 comma, sorry, x1 plus h, x1 plus h, comma y1 plus k dash. So I can truncate this to as minus 0.70776 you write, sir. Right? 5635 you can write as 6 roughly. So this will become 0.1 times, what is x1? x1 is 0.1, h is 0.1, so 0.2 square minus what is y1, sir? y1 you got as and k dash. So minus y1 is 0.09, isn't it? 90515. 90515 minus 0.0776. So if we calculate this K3, these are what we are going to get. We are going to get this K3 as 0.2 square plus 0.0776 minus 0.90515 into 0.1. So that will become minus 0.078755. Very good. Now let us find your K. What will be K, sir? Your K will be 1 by 6 times all these values. K1 plus 4 K2 plus K3 is equal to, see sir, what will we get? K1 is how much? Minus 0.089515 plus 4 times, what is your K2? Minus 0.0838 plus K3. What is K3, sir? K3 is minus 0.078755. This whole divided by 6. This you are getting it as minus 0.083911. So you can write it as 4, sir, roughly. If this is your K, then see what will be your Y1. So what will be your Y2? That will be Y1 plus K. So that should be, what is Y1, sir? Y1 is 0.90515. 0.90515 plus answer. You will get it as 0.8212. You will get Y2 as 0.8212. This is exactly right, sir. So this is a lengthy process of doing the Runge-Kutta third order method. If we apply the same for the fourth order method, see sir, what will be the difference? We'll do the same thing with fourth order method. Runge-Kutta fourth order method. Let me just recollect the question. Fourth order method. So see sir, the question was given like this. I just recollect the question. The question is dy by dx is equal to x square minus y, and y of 0 is equal to 1 and h is equal to 0.1, and we have to find y of 0.1 is equal to dash, y of 0.2 is equal to dash. Very good, sir. So let us do this. If we have to do this, your y1 will be equal to y0 plus k. So what is k? K is equal to 1 by 6 times K1 plus 2K2 plus 2K3 plus K4. So what will be your K1? Your K1 will be H times Fx0 comma y0. So see sir, what will that become? That will simply become H is 0.1. 0.1 times x0 is how much? That is 0 square. Minus y0 is how much? Y0 is 1. That's it. It will become minus 0.1. Next, let us find K2, sir. K2 is equal to H into F, x0 plus H by 2, comma, y0 plus K1 divided by 2. So, see sir, what will that become? That will become 0.1 square times, this is 0 plus 0.1 by 2. That is 0.05 square minus, what is the value of y? That is y0, 1 minus 0.5 by 2. So 1 minus 0.5. 1 minus 0.1 divided by 2. So see sir, if you calculate this, what are you going to get? You're going to get this as 0.05 square plus 0.1 divided by 2 minus 1 into 0.1. We're going to get this as minus 0.0 minus 0.09475. Very good, sir. Now let us find K3. Let us find K3. So see, sir, what will be your K3? That is h times f x naught plus h by 2, comma y naught plus k2 by 2. That should be equal to 0.1 into, see, sir, x naught is 0, so this will become 0.5 naught square only. 0.5 square, what will change? This will become 1 minus. This is how much, sir? K2 by 2. Actually 1 plus, but excuse me, sir, will become like this. 0.09475 whole divided by 2. From here, the values which will be get will be a little bit different. So see, sir, what will be the value of this? It will become 0.5 square plus 0.09475 divided by 2 minus 1 into 0.1. You will get it as minus 0.0950. That is enough, sir. 1, 2, 3, 4. 0, 1 you can write one more time. Right? Next, let us find K4. Let us find the value of K4. See, if I want to find the value of K4, that will become h times f x naught plus h, comma y naught plus K3. So that will become what? 0.1 into, this is how much, sir? This is 0 and this is h, that is 0.1 square, because this is my f of x comma y. What is my f of x comma y? This is my f of x comma y, sir. So that will become 0.1 square minus, what is your y naught? 1 minus, or that is plus K3. What is K3? This is your K3. 0.09501. See, sir, what will this be equal to? This will be equal to 0.1 square plus 0.09501 minus 1 into 0.1. This will become minus 0.0895. 499 you're getting, but I can approximate it to 5. Now, see, sir, let us find the value of K. The value of K, I am writing it here, that would be 1 by 6 times this one, sir. K1 plus all of this. K1 plus 2 K2 plus 2 K3 plus K4 is equal to, let me write the values directly in the calci and see, sir, what will I get? K1 is minus 0.1 plus 2 into, K2 is how much? K2 is minus 0.09475 minus K3 is how much? 0.09501 minus 0.0895. This is what you are getting divided by 6. You are getting it as minus 0.09483. If this is your K, then see, sir, what is the value of your Y1? Finally, value of Y1 would be 1 minus answer or 1 plus answer in this case. That will become 0.905163. So let us see what is the accuracy from this method to the last method. The last method value Y1 was how much, sir? The Y1 was 90515 and here 0.90516, right? If you do it exactly, then let us check which one is more accurate. But I have to find this one more point, y in place of y, 0.02 I have to find. So see sir, what will that become? That will simply become like this. I'll just use a little bit of this. This will become, all of this will change. This will change. This will change. All of this will change, right? And let me rub all of this. Just a second. Yeah. So this 0.1 will remain. All of these things will be removed. This will also be removed. This and all also not necessary. We are trying to find y2. So see, if you are trying to find y2, what are the changes? This is 1 1 and this is 1 1. This is 1 1. This is 1 1. Remaining all are same. So see sir, this formulas will somehow remain same. This will become y2. This will become y1. So see, if I substitute this, what is that I am going to get? H is this f of x1 y1. What is x1 now sir? The x1 now is basically 0.1. x1 is 0.1 and y1 is what we got? 0.9051. You can take 0.9051. What would you write here? 0.90515. Here you can write 0.90516. So this will become what sir? X1 is basically x1 is 0.1. 0.1 square minus y1 is 0.90516 you can write sir. Similarly, this will become what? So if you calculate this you will get it as, excuse me, it will become 0.1 square minus 0.90516 into 0.1. This will get it as minus 0.89516, right? Similarly, see sir, if I write all other things, you know how to substitute these values. Let me write K2. The value of K2, you will get it as, this will become 0.0. You are getting K1 as minus 0.0895162. Similarly, here you will get it as, your K2 will become minus 0.0837904. You know all these values how to substitute. Your K3 will become minus 0.0840767 and this will become K4 minus 0.0781085, which implies what will your K will become sir? Your final K will become minus 0.08389. You try this sir, you should get these answers. So your y2 should become 0.82 12695, right? This is what you should get the answer as. And what is the y2 you got here sir? 0.8212 and here 0.282 right? So approximately you will get it same. So you substitute this value and just once recheck this. In this method, I have shown you how to apply Runge-Kutta third order method, Runge-Kutta fourth order method also, and I have told you what is, I have revised all the formulas and I told you what is the truncating error. If you are taking only two terms, then the order of the error is h square. If you are taking three terms, h cube, four terms, h power 4 like that, right? So previous year questions can also be done like in the same way, sir. You can easily apply this formula. It is very straightforward. You just have to remember the formulas, right? So let me stop this class here and let us meet in the next class with the new concept. Thank you, sir. So that was the lecture, sir. I hope you enjoyed the lecture and gained some knowledge. For more content like this, please subscribe to our channel Octomy and also like and share it with your friends. And if you have any valuable feedback or doubts, you can always write down in the comments. And to watch my entire playlist and the full course, please enroll with us. Thank you, sir.